Hi, this is March 12th, 2015. I'm Ray, the owner of Service Works Tilling Works, and this is the 47B16 that I'm building up, keeping a record of it. And I wanted to continue these videos. Just pulled this out of the paint booth this morning. Got a real nice paint job on it. We only had one run, no fish eyes. Really went well. And I'm getting ready to start assembling it. This is the original serial number tag. Excuse me, this is not the original. This is the tag that they would put on a factory reman. And they would take the serial number and the model number off of the original tag, and they would put it on this brass tag when they remanufactured it. And if you look on the back here, what they would do was they would stamp the factory manufactured date in the bottom. And in this case, I don't know if you can see it on here or not, but it was remanned by Frazer factory 10/5 of 1981, this particular rototiller. And that explains why it was so young of a machine and so straight. I don't think they barely ran it hardly since the factory reman. It sat in a building for many, many years. We're going to go ahead and put this this remanufactured brass tag on with all brass screws that we ran on the lathe and polished them up real nice. Tapped out the holes for the tag to 1032 so we can put that on there and it'll look real snazzy. Also polished the original fuel tank screws on the lathe. And we're going to put stainless steel flats and stainless steel locks on there as well to mount the fuel tank. It's coming along nicely. Did a real nice job on the fuel tank, real nice job on the nose cone, starter assembly. And I didn't like what was in on the hood flaps. I don't think that they had replaced those pins with what was in there when they did the factory reman. So what I did was I took the lathe and I made new pins for the hood flaps. And so that's going to look really nice. And then also, of course, I had completely went through in the one of the earlier videos of the remanufacture and bearing replacement, new shaft, new seals on everything. Also, I don't know if I'd mentioned in any of the earlier videos of this machine, but I had resurfaced the plates of this thing. It was really snug and very good condition. So I went ahead and put new springs on here and got that all ready to go. It has very, very, very little wear. I went ahead and also I modified these, put a grease zerk on. This is, by the way, I believe the 6th Grand Page Frazer farm equipment that I've built up. I found the B16s to be quite a lot better unit, in my opinion, than the B17. But at any rate, so this is all snug and ready to get assembled. Just getting started on the assembly, thought I better shoot this video. And went through the motor, new seals, the piston and rings were like brand new in there, and the bearings, everything was super, super nice in there. Everything went to spec on the tight side. And it purred like it ran like a champ before I started the remanufacture, but I wanted to make sure. It was leaking oil and leaking fuel out of the float bowl, so I couldn't really run it long to test it. But I cleaned all the ports out and cleaned the piston ring grooves, got that all squared away, and that's all ready to go. Of course, like I'd mentioned before, went through everything here in the transmission. And I've got the tires all mounted with everything squared away with that. So at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and get started on assembling this, and we'll check in with you in a later video.